Josh, here we go, starting ECAC play at the traditional opener against RPI. I mean, how excited are you guys to get going after the week off?
Yeah, it's been a long stretch of practices here. I think we're ready to play. Can't get here soon enough, and just start to the regular season for ECAC is always a lot of fun.
Yeah, RPI coming in hasn't won a game yet, but what do you expect out of this team? New coach and a lot of new players.
Yeah, it's a whole new group. I thought actually, their best game thus far was Saturday night. I thought they were really good against Minnesota State. And going into ECAC play, everybody's 0-0.
Is it a little different preparing for RPI this year with 19 new guys? Because you can't draw off past years. You see what you see on tape now.
Yeah, I think it's just like playing a non-conference opponent, and the fact that all our video is based on what we've seen here, up to date. Your past history, it doesn't really matter, I guess. There's a little bit of familiarity with Coach Lang and just how hard he gets his teams to compete, so you can expect that that's going to happen. But other than that, it's just off the video.
Obviously, it's big because the points start counting, but just how big, obviously, is this rivalry, and how much does it mean to this program to get a win this weekend?
I think for us, it's the start of the regular season, and for us to really get off to a good start in ECAC play, and then playing your rival for a chance to be in first place after the weekend is really important. So I think it's kind of what we're waiting for.
How important will it be to keep the momentum going that you guys had? Over 40 shots on goal the last 4 games, including the season high 55 against Niagara, the last game you guys played.
I think we've been happy with the way we've been playing. But every opponent means a new opportunity. I think for us, we've started to establish an identity, and it's really important for us to continue that as we get into conference play.
Any concern about rust?
I think that at this point in the season, if we're not excited to play RPI, there's probably something wrong, like bigger. So I think our guys are going to be fired up. Our practice yesterday, pucks were bouncing a little bit. I expect us to clean up today and get better throughout the week.
You swept the weekend, last year. How much would that mean to do that again?
I think it puts you in a good spot if you're able to get off to a good start here, and you don't want to be chasing points in the second half and later in the season. So you want to bank points early in the season if you can. So it'd be really important.
How's the adjustment to the new building for the team?
I think the game is a little bit different. It's things happen really fast here. It is really loud, so that's similar. So we're hoping for a really big crowd here on Friday night. I know it's Halloween, so it's an exciting time.
It's kind of early in the season to have a weekend off, but how much do you think that either helped, or how did you feel about having that time off heading into the ECAC play?
For us, it's just a chance to refocus and get dialed in on a few things. But we were happy with how we were playing, so I don't think it was necessary. But it's just kind of the way the schedule worked out, so we got to make the best of it and get right back on track.
What concerns you have about RPI?
I think they track back really hard. They keep four above you and look to turn you over. And I think that they're just starting to figure out how they want to play. So it's a little scary in the sense that there's a lot of ability in that room, and they're learning to play as a team. So I think that's our biggest concern. For us, we're just trying to get better every day and really take a step. So this is our next opportunity.
Awesome.